All right, and on to the next game. All right, we actually have the Clippers versus the Mavericks. Mavericks versus the Clippers. Okay, this series here, I watched the game on Friday. I mean, Luka Doncic was phenomenal. He was phenomenal on offense. His defense, oh my goodness. And I don't get why many people are not talking about this. But see, what irritates, yeah, it does irritate me when people are mentioning his name with LeBron, with Jordan, and Larry Bird and stuff like that. Listen, man, if you're just talking about on one side of the ball, offense, well, yeah, okay. But defense, he has to play defense. And see, I believe that a lot of his energy that he's able to bring to the table on offense is because he's not playing defense. To me, he doesn't give any effort on defense. Let me tell you something. As a Houston Rockets fan, as James Harden was our guard for almost 10 years, listen, we received a lot of flack because James Harden received a lot of flack because people say he wasn't playing defense. So, and some of those occasions, rightfully so. But let's keep that same energy on Luka, okay? Because you can't compare this man to Michael Jordan and LeBron James when, personally, he hasn't surpassed James Harden. He hasn't surpassed Russell Westbrook. He has not surpassed Kevin Durant, okay? He has not surpassed Chris Paul. He has not surpassed Anthony Davis, okay? Because when you saw it today, if you saw the Lakers versus Suns game, okay, LeBron has historically always been known as a two-way player. Okay, we see one of the few moments where he did not get back on defense and everybody's poking fun of it. But this is something that Luka does most of the time. All right? So we have to hold Luka accountable. I am a fan of Luka, and because I'm a fan of him, I want to hold him accountable because guess what? You cannot be better in life if you are not held accountable. Do I expect this man to become an elite defensive player? I do not. Maybe he can become that, but I don't. But scale to 1 to 10, I expect him to be a 7 because he knows the game. He knows how to play this game, man. But guess what? You got to bring it on defense. You have to. And I think that was the difference in this game here. The game that the Clippers won because he was guarding Rajon Rondo and Rajon Rondo was forcing him to play defense. He was guarding Reggie Jackson at times. Reggie Jackson was forcing him to play defense. Pat Bev, I love Pat Bev, man. But if Pat Bev not hitting that open three-pointer, his offensive game is very, very limited, okay? It's very, very limited. He can he's a 3-and-D player. Tremendous effort on defense. But here's the thing. If you're Pat Beverly, a lot of times you're getting switched and you're guarding Luka. You're smarter than Luka. Okay, so Luka is going to be able to get you. But see, you have to be able to get him back. But see, Reggie Jackson, he can get him back. All right? Rajon Rondo, he could get him back. All right? Now, are they close to being on the same level as Luka? No. And Rajon Rondo, his offensive game, he has a very, very great offensive awareness. He knows the game. He knows how to run the flow of the offense. He recognizes his strengths. And shout out for Rondo for working on that three-pointer because I remember for many years, people would back off of him and let him shoot that three and he wouldn't knock it down. Well, he's knocking it down. He was knocking it down last year and he's knocking it down this year. Okay, shout out to him on that. And see, here's what I do admire about Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. And I tell you what, I was calling Paul George playoff P, open parentheses, the playoff is silent, close parentheses. I tell you what, Paul George is balling. Okay, so I'm not going to use that nickname on him anymore. Okay, because he is balling. All right, he stepped his game up. Him and Kawhi, they've been trying. Hey, I see the effort. They're trying to stop Luka on defense. But here's the thing: have you seen one highlight where Luka went out to go guard any of those two guys? I have not. You see, that's what I'm saying. I can't even put Luka over Kawhi or Paul George because I don't see him bringing that same level of intensity. Excuse the background noise. I have kids. All right. So those of you who have kids are going to make a lot of background noise. All right. But guess what? I'm still going to bring the videos to you nonstop. All right. But back to what I was saying. Okay. If we didn't see Kawhi Leonard or Paul George even trying to guard Luka, we'll be like, oh, what are they scared of? Okay, Luka, I get it. He's 22 years old, but guess what? He's out there chirping, talking noise and smiling, coming out with that swag and taunting while he's on offense. And he deserves to do that because he got game like that. But okay, get on the defensive end of it. Like, That's one thing I did not like. Even when you're playing street ball and stuff like that, listen, you can't talk trash to somebody. All right. You're scoring and you're scorching them. But when that person comes back down on offense, you don't even bother to guard them. That's what I appreciate about street ball. Because, see, here's the thing. You have other teammates on your team that's going to hold you accountable. If you're talking noise because you're crossing somebody over and scoring at will on someone, well, guess what? The guy that's guarding you, you're going to make him or her very, very mad, and they're going to bring it. And if you're not guarding them, the person who's guarding them, they're probably like, man, like, be quiet. You making them play better against me. So you're going to get to the point, that person is going to get to the point where, all right, bro, you switch up. You talking noise to him or you talking noise to her, you going to guard him or her. That's what I appreciate about with street ball. I think at times they should do that in the game. It's like, okay, man, like, you talking noise to him and stuff, but you're not guarding any of these guys. Okay, you're guarding Pat Bev. Okay, guard PG. PG was on fire. Guard Kawhi Leonard. He was on fire. All right? So that's what I don't like. But I don't care if it's a coach's decision. Hey, man, you want to be an elite player, being in the names with LeBron and Jordan, you're going to have to put in that work. So, Luka, Luka has a lot more work to be put in. Here's another thing. That's disrespectful to Dirk Nowitzki to all of a sudden just start saying, oh, Luka has LeBron and MJ type potential. That's so disrespectful to Dirk Nowitzki, the man who brought the Dallas Mavericks a championship against the Miami Heat with a prime LeBron James, prime Dwayne Wade, prime Chris Bosh. He led the Mavericks to 2 finals appearances, won 1 out of 2 of them, okay? So come on, people. You can't put him over Dirk. And Dirk got to the point in his career where he showed effort on defense. All right, and we didn't expect Dirk to be a lockdown defender, to be Kevin Garnett, okay, or to be Ben Wallace or King the Dream Olajuwon, which is my favorite player of all time. But listen, this game here, game 4, I think the Clippers, keep what you're doing. Force Luka to play defense. All right, Luka, hey man. In order for your team, even if, let's say if y'all win this series, in order for y'all to get to the next level, you, sir, are going to have to be held more accountable on defense. We need to see it. We need to see it, people. All right? Like I say, Luka is only 22 years old, has a lot of potential, but here's the thing, man. Hey, you can be young and make it to the postseason 2, 3, 4 seasons in a row, but guess what? It's not guaranteed the next year. Things could change. You don't believe me that things can't change? Look at the Miami Heat. Look at the Miami Heat. All right. Anyways, tell me, comment below, share your thoughts whether or not if you think that, all right, Luka is giving a lot of effort on defense. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, right? And I'm not hating. I like Luka. I'm a big fan of Luka. He's phenomenal on offense, but listen, you cannot tell me this guy is decent on defense. He is not. Not right now. Not right now, because I don't see him guarding Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. All right, but comment below, tell me what you think. And also, who do you think is going to win this series? Okay, so far I picked the Clippers, but I wouldn't be shocked if this series go to 7 games. Tell me what you think. Hit the comments in the comments below and hit the like button. I'm fumbling up my words again, and let's get up to 100 subscribers before June. Student of the Game podcast. Yeah.